Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today is just gonna be a quick follow-up of the Vans. Did I just say Vans? It's been a long day. Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today is going to be a follow-up of the custom that I did recently on the Cherry Blossom Ultra Boost. When I did that video, I told you guys to tell me if you wanted to see me stitch the patch on the uppers, and I got a few comments here and there, so I'm deciding to do it now. Thank you guys for telling me and supporting me on that video. It's doing really well, and I'm glad you guys loved it. I personally F with the cherry blossoms heavily. That is one of my favorite looking, is it a tree? Is it like a flower on a tree? You guys get what I'm saying? Like, it's one of my favorite parts of nature, but unfortunately those things only last like 2 weeks and they get blown off of the tree and the tree's ugly again. But when you got the patch on your sneakers, that's like year round. You're enjoying your little cherry blossoms and it's all good. And real quick, if you could smash that like button for me, that would help me a lot. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I got a ton of sneaker videos on my channel. Just go through, check it out, and hopefully you like it. I'm assuming y'all are here to learn how to stitch, and honestly I am too. I learned like 10 minutes ago on YouTube, but I'm gonna show it to you from my perspective. Let's see how this goes. One of the first things we need are the actual shoes. Whatever shoes have a patch on it, you want to go ahead and use this tutorial to help secure and lock everything down. If you guys haven't watched the other video, I would highly recommend it. The link will be down below in the description, and I'll leave it at the end card at the way end of the video. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to my homie Sal for giving me this idea. I saw it on his YouTube channel, so if you guys want to check out his channel, I'll leave his channel link down below in the description as well. So the basic thing we need for this tutorial is a sewing kit. Now maybe ask your grandma, mom, dad, somebody in your family has to have one of these, and basically what it is a kit that comes with different needles, different styles of threads, coming in a variety of colors, and essentially all you need is the color stitching that you have on the patches. For example, in this video we're only going to be focusing on the black parts of the patches because I only had black. So if this was a full tutorial, I would want to get pink as well, but like I said, I'm only doing a small part of these sneakers so you guys get the idea. It's basically the same throughout the whole shoe. Like I mentioned before, we're going to start off with the black thread. I chose to use a longer needle because I feel like it's a little bit easier to maneuver and manage and kind of pierce through the materials that we're working with, so I wanted this longer style needle. When you start pulling the thread, you want the thread to be somewhat long. You do not want it to be short. It's better to go long than short, because if it's too short, you're gonna run out of thread and it's just gonna be a lot harder to work with. So I'd recommend pulling the thread as long as you possibly can within a reasonable amount. A little quick trick that I learned is that you could wet the tip of the thread that you're using in order to put it through the needle a little bit more easy. Oh my god, no. Okay, that's disgusting. It looked a lot better in my head, I'm sorry. But yeah, man, look at that. Going through with straight up ease. I didn't struggle with this one or anything like that. It just went right in, so it was perfect. That's probably one of the hardest parts of threading and stitching and doing all this patchwork, is that you got to get the little string through the little hole of the needle. But once you do that, you're just gonna pull it out, make sure it's even on both sides. Super simple and self-explanatory. Here's another trick I learned for tying the knot at the end of this. You're gonna wrap it around your finger just a little bit, both of the pieces or both of the ends of the threading, and then you're gonna wrap it around and do a little X with it. And once you do that little X, you're gonna hold it with your thumb, and then you're kind of gonna roll it off of that finger, and it's just gonna start catching itself. And when you roll it off of your finger, you're gonna take the end piece of it and pull it up. When you pull it up, that's what's gonna secure the knot, and it'll be big enough to actually hold through the material. So when you're threading, everything stays locked and secure. Rewatch that if you guys need to. I know I didn't do the best demonstration of it, but literally that was my first time trying it and I got it down. So I hopefully explained that well enough for y'all to try it out and successfully execute it. So just to make things clear, I'm basically going to be working on these two pieces just to show you guys the idea. If you want to, you can go throughout the whole entire shoe with the patches and everything like that. I'm not personally gonna do it because I don't have time for that, but if you guys want that secure, locked down feeling, you can totally do that. It's up to you. But yeah, when you first start threading or stitching or whatever you guys want to call this, you're gonna start off with the inside of the sneaker. Don't start out with the outside, start out with the inside, because when you start out with the inside, that is where that little knot that you created is going to end up. So you're not gonna be able to see it. So you're gonna puncture where you think the patch is gonna come out. And yes, you might miss here and there. It won't damage the upper of the shoes. Don't worry too much about that. Puncture it, pull it straight through, and then work your way back in and kind of gradually move your way throughout this patch, and that will give it that really secure locked down feeling. You might run into some small issues when you want to pierce through the shoe. It might be hard because this needle is a little bit sharp even on the end piece, and that's what I kind of found hard about this whole thing. You might need something to help push it down, like some plastic piece or a thimble would definitely help. But yeah, take your time on it and kind of just follow the steps that I did. It's very like repetitive, so just showing you a time lapse, you guys will be able to get the idea of it. You're just gonna work your way throughout the patch. So I'm gonna start the time lapse and you guys will kind of see the technique of it all.
Hey, I heard it's like that, so I turned it into this. I hope that all that love never turn into a diss. I hope you use your head before you coming at the prince. Bel Air down the road, but never had it like dismissed. Said I'm the dude that moved out at 16. Small town boy made it to the big screen. Cape Cod, now I'm out here next to Drake. Got me like, yay, kill that motherfucking bass. Waiting for the time they start reaching for they blammers. Sleeping on hoe, I'm a guest with no manners. Wake your ass up, rise and shine, I just smashed. I'm a motherfucker and your mama had a blast. I don't feel my peers, so I never felt the pressure. Play my verses back if you looking for the treasure. I could drop an 8 with more bars than 32. I don't kick game, I punch lines until they bruise.
And notice how I'm not taking huge leaps throughout this patch. I'm just going in little small areas. If you take a huge jump, you're gonna be able to see the thread a little bit. So that's why if you work in small areas, it's a lot harder to notice the thread going over the top of the patch. And remember how I said length is key? That's why we're able to reuse this and not start another one. It's because we have the proper length to start on the second patch. So yeah, same idea again. Go in, out, work in small pieces and be extremely careful. I forgot to mention that. You gotta be extremely careful. Don't wanna pinch yourself or poke yourself. And at the end of all of that, when you're done, you're just gonna cut the threading right where it meets the needle. That's gonna help you extract the needle from this thread, and you're gonna tie it in a little knot like I taught you in the beginning of this video. Look, man, my children are growing up. I'm teaching y'all. You guys got this. It's not as hard as it looks, or hopefully I made it look easy for you guys, because I literally learned like 10 minutes before making this video and I felt like a champ. I felt like I got it locked down. So it's a pretty easy application, and the way I like to kind of hide this threading is to pull up the insole and then hide the little threading underneath the insole, and that will give you that clean, flawless, seamless look. So you just hide it under there like a little pouch. Gonna close the pouch right now, right? Let's do it. There you go. And look at that. You don't see any threading on the inside. And now you have that locked and secure feeling. You don't have to worry about the patches coming up over time. So if you guys like this video, please let me know by hitting that like button for me. I definitely appreciate it. I got a whole bunch of customs coming up in the future, so stay tuned. If you guys can do me a favor and let your friend know about this channel and tell them to subscribe if you like our content, I would definitely appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next video though. It's your boy SneakerHeadInTheBay. I'm out. Peace.
I said I'm driving Mercedes. My windows not tinted, they look at me crazy. I ride through my city. I talk to that bitch like, look what you made me. We came from the basement.